So today I'm going to be making a carrot and orange soup. It's the end of September, so it's time for all these wonderful things to be ready and pulled out of the garden. And we actually grew our own carrots this year, so I have a bunch of these little guys. This little guy's kind of cute. So I've got my own carrots and I really wanted to do something with them. So I decided to come up with this little recipe that should be very tasty. So we're going to start with about 3 tablespoons of butter. I have clarified butter, ghee. I'm going to put this in my pot. And then I have 3 leeks that I have sliced. I'm going to put this in my pot with the butter. And I have about 1 pound of carrots, so it's about 3 cups of sliced carrots. So I'm going to mix that around and get the butter coated everywhere. I'm going to turn it on low, put the cover on for about 10 minutes. Okay, this is looking really good. So what I'm going to add now is I have 1 orange that I have peeled and chopped into little pieces. This is all going to get blended into like a creamy soup. So it doesn't really matter what your little pieces look like. Then what I did is I zested the orange, so it's the orange peel, but you have to be really careful to remove only the peel itself. So I took a vegetable peeler and peeled off the orange rind, and then I chopped up into little pieces. And here I have 1/2 teaspoon of grated or ground nutmeg. Add that to the pot. Then I'm going to add about 5 cups of stock. So if you wanted to keep this vegetarian, you could just add vegetable stock. I added chicken stock. I'm going to bring this to a boil. But first, we'll add a little bit of salt and pepper. So salt and pepper to taste. I would say this is about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then some ground pepper. I'm going to bring this to a boil and put the cover on. And we're going to let this simmer for about 40 minutes until the carrots are cooked through. Okay, so this is ready. My vegetables are nice and tender and ready to go. And this is what it looks like up close. I've got our leeks and carrots and orange. All of that looks delicious. So now we're going to blend this and make it into a nice creamy soup. So there are different options here for pureeing this. You could use a blender, you could use a food processor. I'm going to be a little bit lazy. I'm going to use this little guy here. I'm going to do this very carefully because it does splatter a little bit. Okay, so I've got this into a nice creamy texture, and I'm going to add some coconut milk. You could add cream if you'd like, so I'm going to put about maybe a couple of tablespoons of creamed coconut. So that's the solid part that I use out of the can. If you dig a little deeper, you get into that liquidy part. So I just use that very top layer, add a little creaminess to it. And you can play around with that. You can add more if you wish. So I gave it a taste, added a little bit more salt, and I added the remainder of that cream of coconut, which I like the flavor, not everybody does, so you can adjust the seasonings to your liking. And here we have our carrot and orange soup. I'm going to top this off with a little bit of chopped cilantro. Again, some people like it, some people don't. And there you go. You can serve this with a nice salad or a sandwich, anything that you wish, or just have it as it is. If you'd like to see more of my recipes, you can go to my website at www.healthcoachkelly.ca. Thanks for watching.